Hi, everyone. Let's wait a few seconds for attendees to join in. Welcome to the benefits of attending a small university live session. We will begin in just a moment. If you have any questions for our speakers during the session, please write them in the live chat and we will answer as many as possible at the end. Okay, Priya and Kimberly, you can begin.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. And today, like Carla said, we're going to talk to you about the advantages of a small university and knowing the best fit for you. And we are North Central College, located in Naperville, Illinois. Just a few introductions. So you see here is our team. My name is Priya Shah. I'm the Assistant Director of International Recruitment. And
my name is Kimberly Larson, and I'm the Executive Director of the Center for Global Education and Assistant Dean for International Recruitment. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome.
And you see here that we have Kate Pope, who's the Director of our English Language Institute, which we'll talk about a little bit. And then Ann Carnell is the International Admissions Specialist and Coordinator. She processes all of the applications and communicates with many prospective students. So a little bit about our presentation. We're going to ask a couple questions. What are you interested in studying? What are you interested in getting involved in? What do you think of when you hear small university? And we're going to talk about small university, big opportunities, and the 6 key benefits. And then you can feel free to ask any questions that you have along the way. Benefit 1 is about the benefit of a student-faculty ratio. So in a smaller university, you have small class sizes. Typically, your professors will know you by name, which is a great advantage, and all classes are taught by professors, so there are no teaching assistants. Benefit 2 is you have a lot more access to extracurricular activities and organizations on campus, and that gives you the opportunity for leadership. You know, in a larger university, there are obviously a lot of clubs and organizations, but it's a little harder to get that leadership experience, which is really good experience for finding jobs in the future. And benefit 3, at a smaller university, you have a sense of community that makes it feel like home. It's easier to make friends. It's like we said, the professors are more approachable. Advisors are easier to contact. You're not just a number, and you have a lot of additional support from everyone at the university.
And benefit number 4 is the amount of support that you get at a small institution. And that is individualized guidance, not only academic, but academic meaning your goals quickly, graduating on time, people having office hours and getting a quick response, but also our team that you just saw, the Center for Global Education. Everything from greeting at the airport to, open office hours and help with working on campus and support for internships, getting a driver's license, all that kind of additional and individualized personal support. And benefit 5, which leads into that, is career support and access to jobs. Because we're a smaller institution, you know your professors, you also get to leverage their connections. You're going to get to know who they are and know their connections. And also our office works very closely with the Career Development Center. You can work 20 hours a week on campus. So our office helps you getting jobs on campus and understanding your personal skill set and really helping you to develop that while you're here to get jobs on campus, but as well, which is the next slide, I believe, to work closely with our Career Center to know your goals and give you personalized advice. So in other words, your job and honing those skills while you're a student, but also developing those so that you can do internships and get help and support you need for that next step of working even after graduation. And benefit number 6 is a multifaceted personal education, creating your personal pathway to professional goals. And it kind of like we've said, there's a whole team of people here that are designed to support you to exceed your personal best. And that is your best in the classroom as well as outside the classroom, because they really go hand in hand.
So now we're going to take you on a little bit of a virtual tour of North Central and show you how our university fits into those 6 benefits that we just mentioned.
So the first thing is we're a nationally recognized institution, and you can see some of those rankings right here, named one of America's best colleges for your money, one of the best cities to live in America, as well as a change maker campus. So we have a lot of recognition and rankings that sort of place us in that category. In addition, we're located in an ideal college town. So we are a campus-based university. So we have a really thriving and active campus, but in a really fantastic and friendly and personal town. That's Naperville. And Naperville has about 148,000 residents that call this suburb of Chicago home. We have a lot of restaurants, shops, and cafes. And one of the things I like to mention the most is that we're not only ranked one of the best cities to live in America, we're named one of the 50 safest college towns in America. So when you think about coming to the States and studying, I think both safety as well as individualized attention and a very active campus and community life is really important. So we have a really nice place for students to live, both on campus and in our community. And finally, like I mentioned, we're also really close to Chicago, which provides in and of itself so many opportunities for internships as well as just social activities. So you walk to the train station, it's right near our campus, and in 30 minutes you're in the 3rd largest city in the U.S. There's like I said, great place to find internships and jobs, but also wonderful for architecture, museums, sports, theater, nightlife, all kinds of different neighborhood culture. And even this past weekend, our international club took international students to Chicago for a whole day. We spent Saturday in Chicago with our international students. So it's really nice to be that close to Chicago. And then in addition, we're a community of learners. So in addition to the community that's outside our campus, on our campus, we're a community of learners. We have about 3,000 students that call North Central home. 117 of those are international students. And what I think is really fascinating is that we have 47 different countries represented on our campus, which is amazing. So there's a lot of different students here that that represent and that call North Central home. And our students are athletes. We have 27 different college sports. We've won 40 national team championships. And so we have a lot of opportunities inside and outside the classroom to become a learner and to become a leader. And finally, what is a liberal arts education? It's, like we said earlier, it's creating your own pathway to your professional goals. It's a university that provides an education centered on a general knowledge, but you can develop critical thinking skills. And you also get the opportunity to match things you might really be interested in, like business and psychology, or you really want to do theater and art, but you also want to do health sciences or biology. Liberal arts education gives you the opportunity to have a general knowledge while also maybe selecting some of those specific pieces of your major you're really interested in, matching those things together so that you can kind of develop a specific pathway to your own professional goals. It's a really individualized and fantastic opportunity for an education.
And so with that connection with the benefits of a smaller university, North Central, and finding the university that best fits you, a smaller university helps you to prepare to exceed your personal best. And that is one of our big mottos at North Central College. So again, at a small university, international students have a lot more involvement. And this is just a few examples of how involved our international students are on campus. They are able to, we have our International Living Learning community, which is a global community that international and domestic students, American students, are a part of. We have over 60 clubs to join, including our international club. And again, like we had mentioned earlier, our international students have a lot of leadership opportunities within those clubs and organizations. And Cardinals are leaders, and so our mascot is the Cardinals. And so at a smaller university, again, you are able to be a leader in the classroom, in the lab, in the field, in the stage, the community, everywhere on campus, and then eventually in the world in your careers. When you are in a classroom where there's less students and you have more contact with your professors, you have more of those opportunities to learn from them. They can mentor you, you can network, and then that makes you a leader in all these different aspects. And our students are difference makers. So, you know, on campus, we have an opportunity for different organizations and different involvement groups in the community and in the world. And so we have the Center for Social Impact. We have service trips that go and help areas that were hit hard by natural disasters, and they build homes. We have a large organization that works with sustainability on campus, and it is student run. We have a lot of opportunities for our students to give, to speak at public speaking events, similar to TED Talks. And so again, these are opportunities you have more access to at a smaller university. And our students are not just getting jobs, they're launching careers. So there's a big difference between getting a job and getting a career. And like Kimberly had said earlier, at a liberal arts college and at a smaller university, again, with your professor, with the ability to network with your professors, there's more access to internships and there's more access to learn different skill sets. So like, you know, for example, if you're majoring in mechanical engineering, you don't just have to take classes connected with mechanical engineering, sorry. You can also, you know, take management courses. And so then you're getting a twofold skill set that makes you much more competitive when you're applying for internships and jobs. And you are able to launch your career because you can have a lot more freedom of movement in your future. And our international students are launching careers. Over 90% of international students are on an OPT or employed upon graduating. This is another benefit. Also at a smaller university, of course, all universities give support for OPTs, but at a smaller university, your international student advisor can guide you through the process, sit with you, show you how to apply for OPT and CPT, and make sure that you are doing that whole process correctly because it can be a really confusing process. And so that is why 90% of our international students are able to do this because they have that additional support. And this is just a list of some of the global and national companies our students are getting jobs at. And like we mentioned before in the classroom, you are a name, not just a number. So at North Central, the student faculty ratio is 14:1. And this is when students are starting their first 2 years of courses. Once they move more into their majors, it's, you know, more major specific, the class sizes can even get smaller. And again, you have that much more access to your professors. We had 4 international students this past summer that are biology majors, and they had the opportunity to be research assistants for professors. So they did research, they had autonomy to do the research, write complex lab reports, and then they are contributing to their professors' papers. So again, it's a whole nother level of opportunities at some smaller universities. And then at North Central, we have over 60 programs and majors to choose from. I'm happy to highlight some of our more popular and stronger majors in the question and answer, but this is just a good overview of some of our majors. And the admissions process. So apply online, it's free. And then once you complete the online application, we ask that you send your official secondary school transcripts from 3 years of high school. We do not ask for ACT or SAT, it is test optional. We do ask for proof of English proficiency, or you can select conditional admission, and that is our English Language Institute pathway. And I can talk more about that if anyone has questions. If you do go to an IB school, we do waive English proficiency. In addition to that, we ask that you submit a letter of recommendation and a personal statement. After we receive all the required documents, then we will provide you with your admission and scholarship information. And these are our scholarships. They range from $27,000 to $36,000. They are merit-based, and you do not have to apply separately for the scholarships. They are awarded to you directly with your acceptance letter if you are admissible. And connect with us on social media. We have a variety of different things we are using. We just opened a TikTok, so if you want to see more of what our students are doing on campus and some of the fun activities we do, feel free to join us on any of these. And if you have questions, we have the answers. You can email our admissions specialist, Annie, or you can email me, and feel free to WhatsApp me with any questions as well. And thank you. I will stop sharing.
Awesome. Thank you, Priya. So we do have a few questions. The first one is, what is there to do off campus?
So there's a lot of things to do off campus. So if we, to start with Naperville, so Naperville is one of the largest suburbs of the Chicagoland area. And so our campus is right next to downtown Naperville, which is a really popular area. There's a variety of different restaurants from all different types of foods. There's cafes, there's ice cream shops. And then North Central also offers a free shuttle bus. And that takes them further into Naperville and other areas, so students can go to the malls, they can go to movie theaters. We have a huge shopping center. And then what most students like to do is, our campus is located a minute walk from the train station. And so this train station, we have commuter trains that go back and forth to Chicago daily. So students can easily take that train. It's not expensive, it's very safe. And it takes students directly into downtown Chicago. So like Kimberly was mentioning, a large group of our students went over the weekend. The weather's really nice. So most of our students do like to spend time in all the different neighborhoods in Chicago. So there's a lot of things to do.
And they went on a boat trip this weekend, and they went up to the top of the tower to get a great view, and they had a really good time in Chicago this weekend. But we also have a lot to do right here on campus and in Naperville.
That's awesome. Thank you. Second question is, can a student do a transfer from a community college to this college?
Yes. So we have a lot of partnerships with community colleges in the area. So this is a great question. One of the big ones that we have is it's called COD. It's very close. It's like 10 to 15 minutes from our campus, and students can easily transfer into North Central. They have transfer advisors that students can talk to at the community college, and they can talk to us, and a lot of the credits can transfer very easily.
And we actually have transfer, I'm sorry.
No, go
we
on.
actually have transfer agreements with a number of area community colleges, so that makes the process a little bit more transparent and a little bit easier. And the place that Priya mentioned, COD, is College of DuPage. So that's what COD stands for. And there's, again, that's one of, 8 community colleges in the area, and we do have transfer agreements with a number of those.
And because of Naperville is one of the largest suburbs, we have a very large population of people from very different, from a variety of countries. So a lot of students come here because their family members live here, so they like to live with their family members, go to the community colleges for 2 years, and then transfer to North Central. So you save a little money, you get to get your credits out, and then you also get both college experiences. So students can feel free to reach out to me if you want more detailed information about that as well.
Perfect. Thank you. So next question is, do you have where to live on campus?
Yes, so we have a variety of residences. They range in cost. They're different styles. So, we have that very typical type of residence style that everybody knows, where, you have a roommate and there's one bathroom on the floor or 2 bathrooms for different people. Or we have apartment style residence where students have like a common area, and then there's 3 bedrooms upstairs. A lot of our athletes like to live in these residences. We have single rooms. We have the suite style where there is a common room and then 2 rooms on both ends, and then they share a bathroom. So there's a large variety.
And I will also say that a lot of our first-year international students live on the International Living and Learning Community, which is a community that's dedicated to international students and pairing them with an American roommate, and it's sort of a mentor, getting them used to life on campus. They do a lot of things together, like programming and a class on campus, but they also do activities together, like a retreat or a program in the evening or the trip to Chicago. So there is a almost 100% retention rate of students who live on that floor that continue on. So it's called the International Living and Learning Community. It's very intentional, and it's dedicated to our new international students.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. So final question for now, is Homestay available for international students?
We don't offer homestay. We actually only allow students to live off campus if they have family members, and they have to explain who the family members are. We prefer students to live on campus for a variety of reasons, one being safety reasons, and also so students can be a part of our campus community. You know, we're a small campus, like we mentioned, so there's so many things that they can connect with, and it's easy to connect with students. So majority of our students who do live off campus are living with family members.
And we just want to make sure that they have access, like Priya said, to everything we have on campus and their classes, and that accessibility isn't an issue by getting to and from a host family. However, we do have a friendship family program historically that has been active, and that's where our international students get paired with an area family who has applied and who's been vetted by our office. And that's not a place, that's not a program where students live with the family, but they might join the family for a holiday, or they might join the family for, a baseball game, or do something that's culture related, that, because there's something to be said for being able to see, the inside of a home or the inside of a family life. So that's giving them a glimpse of American family by being able to participate in a family meal or a weekend, but not living in a family. And that's called our Friendship Family Program.
Perfect. Thank you. So we don't have any more questions at the moment, but please feel free to write them on the chat if you have any more questions for Priya and Kimberly. In the meantime, I don't know if you want to go into more detail.
I can talk a little bit about our programs and majors, just so students have an idea of what we're offering. So, we have a variety of schools, and some of our strongest programs in our sciences is biology, neuroscience, and chemistry. Like we were saying, there's a lot of opportunities for students to do research on campus and with professors. We also, in the past 5 years, the school has invested a lot of money into building a lot more labs. So we have, new state-of-the-art science labs, and then in addition to that, we have engineering labs. So our engineering program is strong as well. We offer 3 engineering programs: mechanical, computer, and electrical engineering. We just recently, a few weeks ago, opened up a robotics lab. So the engineering labs are meant to give students more of that hands-on experience, and so that leverages them for opportunities and internships and jobs, because they don't just know like the theory and based off lectures, they're able to apply it. And our engineering program, because of our location in Naperville, we have a lot of partnerships with engineering firms in Chicago and locally. One of them is Molex, which is a large engineering firm. They've participated a lot in opening up our engineering labs, and some of their engineers come and do workshops with our engineering students. Again, so that gives them the opportunity to network, make connections, and find internships and jobs. In our School of Business and Entrepreneurship, which is very, very popular with international students, and some of our programs that are the strongest is our Bachelor's in Business Management. So students can major in that, and then they can focus on a concentration such as accounting, finance, international business, marketing. Our accounting majors, the school offers prep courses and the CPA exam when students are juniors and seniors, which is really helpful because it's such a difficult exam. For our finance majors, we have the Bloomberg Lab, which students can get the Bloomberg certificate, which is really valuable for those who want to seek a career in investment banking or something related to that. It's a really helpful thing to have. We also have an entrepreneurship degree, which is very popular, and majority of those classes are taught by professors who are entrepreneurs themselves. So, again, you get that more of that case study, reality experience. I'm sorry.
We got a question.
Okay.
So a student is asking if there's a master's degree program in business and management.
There's not.
Sorry. So they're also asking if scholarships are available or fee reductions.
So the first question, we don't offer a master's in business management to international students because many of our master's programs are offered only online. So students on an F1 visa cannot take those classes. The master's programs that could be taken by students who are international is our master's in occupational therapy and our master's in physician assistant, because those take place on campus. The scholarships we provide, so 95% of our international students do receive scholarships. They range between 27,000 to 36,000, and they are merit-based. So the highest level scholarship, the presidential, is offered to students with a minimum GPA of 3.5, and we have the honor scholarship that is offered to students with a minimum GPA of 2.5. In addition to that, students can stack their scholarships. So we do offer a campus enrichment scholarship, which is 4,000. So that can be added to the presidential or the honor. So for example, if a student gets a presidential scholarship and a campus enrichment, the estimated cost of that scholarship would be around 36,000.
And we offer scholarships, to first-year students, as well as transfer students, and they are for 4 years. So they are not just for first year, but they are extend for 4 years. So like Priya said, they're stackable and they're available for 4 years. And also, like I said, for transfer students as well.
Thank you so much. So final question, is there a program for postdoctorate fellowship or research?
No, so we at North Central, we don't have any postdoctorate programs.
So most of our degrees focus on undergraduate, as Priya said, and we have more than 60 of undergraduate programs to choose from. And I think I would just leave with like what Priya mentioned, that the beauty of undergraduate is being able to blend things and focus on what a student's really interested in, so that academically they can, try a few different things, find out what they're most interested in, and then proceed in a professional path that meets those goals. So it's really fun to watch students mix things, like I said, psychology and business, or communication and engineering, and then still be able on the side to play soccer as well, because they want to do all this. So that's what kind of a liberal arts college gives you, the opportunity to do things inside, outside the classroom, mix academic majors, and also have a lot of additional support as you pursue those goals.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Priya and Kimberly.
Thank
you for joining the session. I don't know if there's anything else you would like to add. We're wrapping up now.
I would just say, feel free to reach out to us, ask us any questions. There is no stupid question. We know this is a very big decision. So please email me, WhatsApp me. If you get on our social media, you can send me a message. If you're interested in our residences, we started a TikTok series where we're showing all of our different residences, so you get an idea of what our campus is like, our dining hall. So if you're interested in those things, join us on social media.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you for joining the session. If you'd like more information, as Priya said, feel free to chat directly with her or Kimberly, or visit the North and Central College booth. Well, see you at the next session.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.